I love it when I get confirmation. General's eating an apple. Talk about timelines from phone reception to position line connection, going through my phone to my computer to back to its TV reception line. It's crazy stuff, right? All right, so we get a very busy day. A lot of things are happening. You guys already know that. Rebellion's in a position to its connections. But to understand you through timeline is to understand you through calculations. Now, this formulates all levels of your body track locations. We've been traveling every single day with that connections, right? It formulates on all levels of you through travel. So, what we're going to do in position is we're going to travel to 15 billion years in the future relation. We're going to center our position locations to a pearl. That pearl is a Mediterranean sea line center. We'll go into all track locations into the Bermuda Triangle. The resolution line pattern interference position locations will be given all levels positions of the gods, communications of interline center to inner water cities, communication to a system, program setting to calculations. We're going to off center the atom line position, put the pearl in relation, change the digital code line conditions to its digital framing. Now we're going to travel through 15 billion line center rotations of tunnels, change the track interference in position locations. Michael's going to set up a virus highline center, change all position locations into its calculations, right? Synchronous interference position location is 69. It's in its position, which is great, fantastic. But we have to go through all tunnel defense to get into galaxy interface. Now, only to do that is to go 15 billion years in the future position, right? So when you see the waters at the underwater glide center, you guys are going to be into all positions of water striders. Okay, so you be surfacing position locations. It's kind of like be on their backs. Okay, so it's an operation system, right? So you're going to be on water, a flotation of water, but it's going to be water strider, right? And the water strider is going to take you in the tunnel, and you're going to go in and in and inside Bermuda Triangle, right? It's going to change your three line center rotation interference, your parallels, and your position to your paradox to your universal line connection. Going to change all sequence locations to its position. It's going to be a lot of fun, right? So that's how you're going to travel through space, through water. You can travel anywhere. Don't have to go up. You can go down. That's the amazing thing about space calculating anything that conditions. So we're going to go 15 billion drop line centers into water interference in position of Bermuda Triangle. We're going to change the Pearl Center in position locations, set up the atom line rotation, the center up position location of 6, 9, father communication, mother and high line center rotation interference. In position of the atom in position goes in this sequence, right? Circle line interference, this way and this way, right? See the figure 8, this way and this way, right? Center up position, right? But to travel to the Mediterranean Sea in position to its calculations, we have to go through Bermuda Triangle. That's going to surface all position locations. So it's going to be a kind of like a U V drop center. Really interesting. It comes in position locations. I'll set up the structures conditions. All right. So we resurface in the waterline center. This is the waters and calculation, right? Now, to understand, we're going to have a glider line center in position locations, high level connections, right? It's coming in position line center. We're going to travel through direction of time and rotations in position locations, right? All right. So we're going to open up portal line center. Now, for all the new viewers, just pay attention to these things. Basically, just try to get into your avatars. Try to remember who you are through position. It's extremely high rise for the rebellion. They're in position location of journeys and missions, right? You guys understand they allocate time. In connection is to understand you through its relation. Who are you in your avatar space? Who are you in space and time direction to its connections? So it's important you understand what you're doing through its memory. Once you get into your memory, you get into more of your missions and your journeys, and it becomes more real of what you're doing through space. So for all the new viewers, welcome. If you want to get an activation system, time system, you can go to my school. You can basically have questions. You go through my email. It's all down below. Anything else, let me know. But today is interline connections, intergalactic interference position locations. Changing the Pearl to atom line interference, changing electrical light connections, circuitry board locations, setting up a virus in position to illuminate the graph line center, set up the eclipse to its Earth perception to its connection. It's going to be a lot of fun through these positions. All right. Interline connections, observation, interference position. New viewers in position will be outline center and looking from in, looking through the allocate position of Orion's belt. JFLs and everything are value. The center opposition locations, 15 billion track line centers, code frequency location positions, 1 million line center rotations interference. All right, it's in sequence location coming to borderline center position locations. Right? Travel extent everything in GFLs are value. Center opposition circle rotation interference and calculation. Now you're in the water interference and position locations. Now you're going to go through a tunnel defense. So tunnel defense is going to open up all level rotation center position locations, bring me to a triangle. Center, it's off system to its location, right? So we're going to zip through cross center. You guys are going to go through a dimensional lock. That dimensional lock is going to put all frequency line connection interference. It's programmed set into a dimensional time center, 15 billion years in track location, right? Center position locations, activate core line center. Here we go through calculations. There you go. 15 billion years in the future. All right. All positions go. All right. To calculations. You guys, at interline connections, you got your graph location instructions, what to do. Right. You have to get in position locations, go to inner water city line centers, go to the mermaids. Okay. Go into the interlocks, the connection interference, program setting position locations. You come into inner water cities, entity force, any force line centers of water frequency line conditions. So high level cis rotation is 15,000 knots, platitude interference position and imploding. In position location calculation, all levels of minute treated C in position line conditions. Change observation information to its connection, observation to its position. All levels go to calculations. 40 minutes, have fun. All right, that's how it's done. All right. Individual circuits, everybody's in connections. Focus on yourself. You have any questions or comments, you can go through TikTok. There's no class today due to activations. Everybody's got to be in that condition. So you guys are used to traveling up, but we're traveling through waters now to get into space. There's a lot of ways to get into space, guys. You should be able to travel anywhere. Grounds, waters, air, fire, even through the earth, center earth, positions earth, through the earth, outside the earth, orbits of earth, grounds of earth. I mean, there's so many levels that you can travel through position. All right, so how's everybody doing? In platitude line center, say hi to everybody. Tina, how you doing? Kitty Cat, how's it going? Lotus, thanks for the weather. Coordinates. Jill, John, Don, Janet, Steph, Sam, Chris, Terry, Ginger, how's it going, everybody? Veronica, Jessica. All right. So for all the new viewers, you feel the energy lights, you feel the vortex, you feel your body spinning. You go through observations of you through your Orion's belt, getting more of your calculations of who you are through your avatar. It's important to understand these things, right? Through travel some time. All right, so once we get position locations, the airline center position location is going to put you guys back in position, the current line connection, which is the now. That's where the position where the 6-9 is, right? So we go in position, we put the pearl in the center. That basically changes the circulation rotations of force positioned at 24 clocking center. So it's amazing how we do these things in the mind. The perception interference locks its system locations of 30%. Now that's the connection to the brainwave pattern that sets a new sequence to a new alpha connection. Digital line center to a circuit locations. Really amazing we do these things, the calculation. All right. So tomorrow we change the galaxy interface of Orion's belt. Hooah. All right, the major, let's see, Don, let's see, Airbender, how's it going? All right. Fun. Oh, it's great to see you. It's great to see the people that have been activated. Heather, how you doing? E-Field's up. It's up the entire team. Yeah, exactly. That conditions guardian. Yeah, let's see. That's conditions here. Just slowly low. Making sure everybody's coming in, saying hi to each other. Understand what you're doing is the most important thing. Amber then just dropped off her daughter. You can see that. Nice. Okay, setting up in Plaza Web to Crystal Grid. Very good. Water is a new generation of grounds. Yes, it is. No afternoon class. That's right. Slipping and sliding. Size squares. Balance. Know what you're doing with your missions, guys. You're giving your graph line centers of Vega, right? So you got that position. Remember, you have a 24, 48, or 72 window. So getting through these dark tunnels. Okay. Accelerated journey. Plasma beams. All energy signatures. Water vibration is different, same as the mist. Yeah, let's see. Slither and Golden Throne again. Queen Mermaid with beautiful staff. I want nothing more. Okay, Mermaid's team staff. Okay. The position location is getting that pearl, guys. So it's kind of like when you get married, something borrowed, something blue, and something new. Right? Before she becomes matriarch to conditions of a wife, right? Something borrowed, something to that conditions. Something new, something blue. Trying to understand that conditions to its pearl. This changes the oceanic line center sonar interference position to its conditions. It's really powerful when you do these things, right? It's all done through water, grounds, position, conditions. Space anomaly is all levels of travel, guys. And you guys understand your positions because we've been on so many missions, but this is just the beginning of a new cycle of 69. But these are things have to be done. So humanity gets into position location, but it's clocking at 24. Synchronous interposition, balance communication at 30%. Brainwavy pattern has to be in position to the location to its conditions, right? So the pearl represents all oceans, lakes, and positional locations of airline center conditions of sea. All right. Rivers. So we're coming into free energy. Basically, that's what it is. Understand how you use the water striders. There's air burner comes in that position location with Amber. Okay, 6. That's the individual team. What do we need to experience? As time and space. Braze family. Breathe. Yeah. Okay. Calculations. Let's see. What it meant. Light codes coming in. Great. Excellent. And one of my this energy is very different. Yes, it is. Devin, how you doing? Okay, so Airburner's got the pearl. All right, center opposition line center. Okay, so now we're surfacing up. I need Dawn. Need you to position location, hold space time. Set up new paradigm centers of paradox interference position locations. Paradigm position locations, high level rotation interference, and program settings. So we're going to burst position back into the XT1000 line center. That's going to try the position locations back to the current location, which is 69. We plotted to that division to its conditions, right? You have to understand the current location where it is, and position where it is, where it was in that position locations. Where we came from is where we have to go back in that position, right? So I need Dawn in position of parallel, and I need position locations to carry through sonar. You have to try to understand your communications is your missions along through the journey. Try to understand your commanding force is position to its conditions. All right, so go in that position location. Back in the XT1000 line, right? So your 15 billion water line centers in outer service position locations. Now you're back in the XT1000 line center. Going to reverse positions back in another portal line center. Different coloration of time system. Okay. Travel recognition back into all levels into position of this. The calculations. Right? So we're in that calculations, right? Okay, so we got all right, so everybody's got the pearl. Pearl is going to set in position location center, operates system locations. All right. Center its lights, its communication cycle, rotation to its position. All right. All right, so the pearl is going to go in set position. You guys are coming in track line center. All right. In position to its connections. All right. So So everything in 6-9 is going to come in position. Pearl is centering its high system to its locations. Colors should change here. All right. So it's in the center right now. Rotation cycle. There's the pearl, right? See? There. See it? Right there. Now the 6 and 9 is going to come in position location. All right. So we got the 6 in position. Now we're bringing in the 9 in position. All right, there it is. See the yin and yang now? Now, pearl set at position locations. 6 and 9 is an allocate time center. All right, so we're going to bring all position locations. I need you guys to get this in position to here and this in position to here, right? Surface position. So it calculates and modifies all levels, right? High position of grounds of father and low position location of grounds of mother. So you got to put this in position and this in position location, right? Which comes into yin and yang. All right. So we are right now through all levels of the program. Tons of codes coming in through the rays of light of water. Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's see here. Surrounding the waters around the vortex connects the lights. All right. Bringing the purple pyramid to underwater tunnels. Keep me safe, please. Yeah. Protect each other. Yeah. Energy fields, water interference. There's a lot of it off system there through calculation. Water is a new concept. It's very thick and slow. Yeah. 0 points. Activate water striders. Here comes the free braves. Okay. Pearl is in center. Plasma web. Crystal grid. Energized. Okay. So Jill set it up. Let's see. Activate the power line center in position. Activate the power that's coming in from the hydrogen. Yeah. It's on its position. Yeah. Hemoglobin to its line center interference. The program setting in position to calculation. Pearl's placed in the heart. Veronica, hearts, and Smith can make calculations. Yeah, sobbing. Yeah, I can see that through calculations. Holding time. Yes, that's exactly what you want to do. Terry's holding a sonar. That's great. Naked position of John. Coming in the heartbeat location of spaceline. And everything through all levels of solar position line conditions. Light goes now sending up the codes line center to the virus. Put it in position location to its atom. Set up new frequency line center, destroying it position line conditions. Opened up all channel locations of 69. All right, new codes deployed. Yes, seeing an egg. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The conditions. Coming in new crystalline interference, interfacing interline its condition program setting and calculations. Backwards clocking of reality. Yep, changing position locations, drawing the same. Yep, exactly. Slider sending codes to team. Balance is set for the timeline of love. Comes in from the inner middle of dot. Yes, exactly. Okay, hearts coming in, rhythms coming in, patterns coming in, colorations coming in, lights coming in position location 69. Way to go, guys. Heart is really racing really, really fast. Put the clocking center in position of 24. Put it in 24. Yeah, it's in position location. There we go. Now it's illuminating 6 and 9 now. Okay, so pearls on the center, electrical light conditions. Virus is set up. There you go. Sonar. Down to current line center and position locations. All levels go. Holding the heart line center in position. Yep. Okay. Boom. Yep. So it's amazing how we just did this. So this is crazy stuff. So we got the energy field and position location to its atom. Congratulations, guys. Woo-ah! All right. Yeah. It's all set up. Now, all right. So the second line center position locations. Tomorrow we highline center and travel the atom line center to all position locations of the new gateway interface to its Orion belt. It's going to travel, right? In position locations. Now, we're going to take the atom line center position locations. Highlight its rotation and interference is heart valve. Now that heart valve and its rhythm pattern coming in coloration of time, it changes its position to its atom rotation. So the 6 and 9 is in calculation, illumination graph line center, coming in coloration of yellow, right? High sequence of light conditions of light, right? So 6 is 9 in position, and 9 is in its location, right? There you go, yin and yang. There it is, guys. Woo! We did it. So the surface line center is in position to its locations, guys. Okay, there it is. Yin and yang. New symbol up in the activation to its add line rotation interference. Program setting to position locations. High channeling everything through its connections. So it's important to understand these things. You know, anything through a pearl, anything electrical light, anything through panel, anything through a vortex communication cycle. It rotates its position to its allocate time center. Right? See, it's all set up. The new 6 and 9. So powerful stuff, isn't it? What we've just finished doing through calculation. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Communications to a new triangle. Woo! Look at that. A true line center. In position, new activation system to its location. Coming into new Merkaba, into a new tesseract, to a new activation system of a new tetrahedron. And calculation modification signals. Oh, yeah. It's exciting. Okay, so we're going to strip that line center. We're going to change position, and we're going to travel the direction of time. Okay, so we're going to vortex that communication cycle into time center. 4 communication signals, 4 atmosphere channels of weather communication. Travel in direction of time from here to here, right? So calculate all levels of GFL, position locations. New Merkaba, new tesseract, new time center. Allocate positions. Now we're going to go through all levels at Ryan's belt. Travel direction of time. In position GFL. GFL is in the center right here. Position. You guys are here, right? Went from here to here. Everything's all set up through 6 and 9. Illuminate craft line centers. Pearls in position. Virus is set up. Everything connections. All position go. New energy field positions. A new space. A new time. A new love cycle. A new rhythm. A new pattern. A new activation. A new light signal to its connections of humanity. All right. Congratulations, everybody. All right, so that rotation cycle is going to take the new tetrahedron position into all levels of 369 platforms. Now, that platform is going to activate the line center rotation to flux capacitor line channel. So right here, as it comes to this round line center interference position location to its connections. All right. Okay, so we come in Orion's belt, past, present, and future connections, electrical light connection interference. Program setting position locations, redirect line center position locations into connections. All right. So as it's coming around through sequence, all position go calculations comes out in this line center connections. All right, so travel direction of time. Let's change it in position, change the colors in line center. Okay, so it's coming out position locations and so on our line center in position locations, right? So what's happening now is it's coming out, right? The atom cross and the communication line center rotation is changing everything, the interference back into where it's supposed to be. The V vector line center fluctuation line channel. That changes rotations, everything through connections, right? So it comes into full communications of a ladder of position to its connection, right? Travel direction of time center and position of where it's supposed to be to allocate time position. There it is, right? So it was this to position locations, cross line center. That's where it was in position locations, right? So it's no longer this, it's this. All right. 3 channel position location Orion's belt. 1, 2, 3. High positions go through calculation line connections. Okay, so the team's going to climb up the ladder. That's going to be interesting. Line steps, position locations. Force line interference, position of program setting. Okay, coming in out of the round line center, GFL is in rebellion. You're going to climb the ladder. All right, so you're climbing up the ladder right now. Very fast, very quick. All right, so all position go through round line center. Clocking locations, coming in and out of position locations, high levels, climbing up the ladder, climbing up the ladder, climbing up the ladder into the center position location of a new Orion's belt interference. All right. Center opposite position locations, travel direction of time center. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 position locations to allocate time and rotation interference. Program setting position, activate core line center in rotation to position 2 calculation. All right. So it comes into new light channel rotation interference and program setting and calculations to a new atom. Atom line center to position of new dimensional core line center to dimensional time lock. Opens up all dimensional rotation to interference. Program setting position to its calculations, right? So changing all position programs, that's exactly what we're setting up a new computer line center position 2 calculations. Computer setup, rotation position. 15 billion line channels of position, graph line centers of a new keyboard line center, of a new computer operation to a new digital, of a new light switch position to its location, of a new computer line center. Hooah! All right, it's all set up. It's all set up. So what we just finished doing is we changed the switchboards, a space anomaly. Tying switches, position line connections, lights and traps, changed everything through all levels. Transformation, telecommunication, telewave, line center in position to a new computer line position to all levels of fifth dimension. A new fifth dimensional computer in position location is atom line center. So atoms in position location, fluctuation line center. We had to change all levels and how the ladder was set up, guys. Right? The synchronous line interference of its cross communication is no longer in position of a T line or anything through a cross position. It's now in a fluctuation line center, which is now its compository. Now the compository to its information to its zoning commission is allocated to time system. It allocates all levels of 12 DNA track line center. Now that 12 DNA track line center comes in position locations. We go into the next page, rotation center. We're still traveling the direction of time. Okay, so we go through the XT1000 line center. Okay, we travel through direction of time center location. You guys are going through sonar to another ground line center rotation interference. Program setting position locations, right? Dropping you guys in the center point. All right. So in that position, that's where we're going through traverse of time in position to connections. Yes, it's rebirthing everything through the 24 clocking system. Allocate position as center position to highline center. Okay. So we come into a 24 clocking system to rotation. All right. Now, the 24 is set up position locations. That's set up through code system location. 12 line centers, 3, 6, and 9 position to allocate time. Right. 3, 6, and 9 coming in position to allocate time center. All right. So we come into all position to its time and location. All right. So this is where we come into a new pyramid. All right. Pyramid line center to computer interference programs it position location hieroglyphics. High level channels rotation to position to its location. All right. Now it allocates positions with water starters coming in through calculation. Water interference position changes colorations of this all position locations of free energy. Free energy goes to its water line center. Changes all levels of its position to its location, right? Now that highlights its center, goes up its core center to its rotation interference to its program setting, set up a whole new Orion's belt through the calculation to its modified line system. Allocates time switches, changes light boards of space-time. Calculation to its position locations, high levels its channels. Line strips its whole levels at 12 DNA, goes up position locations, right up position location, right? Chakra formation in position line conditions, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. 70 ground line centers in position to allocate time rotation. All right. So we got a new 7 track line center and 5 new position locations. 7 and 5 is equal to 12 line position. All right. Now we're going through 12,000 frames at ground line center. Tomorrow we set up a new galaxy interface to a new Orion's belt. So it's in position to allocate time through its computer. It's activated through its core system to its rotation. All right. So once we get in that position locations, we no longer have to surface anymore through 12 line center. We're now in full communications of a 24 sequence to its time position. All right. Hooah. So we're in a new clocking system of 24. All through the 12 DNA's track. Tomorrow we have to go through the upline center. Now we're going to go in position location 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, there's the new clocking system. We're already set up, right? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It's in its form. All right. So now we have to get a position location in another frame line center. 12 DNA track is changing position locations back into 24 now, where it should be, not where it's supposed to be. All right, so time switch, space line center. We're going to set up a graph line center, eliminate graph locations of space-time. Split position locations, space-time, right? Digital line center, interference position, electrical light connections on both side position to its connections, right? Electrical lights, panel lights, interference to its vortex communication. High levels its channel to its high level to its compilation line center to its rotation interference, program setting to its position to its calculations. This is the picture we saw on YouTube. Now, This is the finish line center. It's all about understanding the metric line center changes all digital code system locations. So you got 0, you got 1, you got 0, you got 0, you got 0, you got 1, you got 2. In position location, high line center is rotation 2 and 3 weather patterns, communications, all positions go. Vortex communication is 0, 1, 0, 2. Okay, calculations, all levels, rotation to its center positions, right? Hieroglyphic channels equals line position to all level box line interference, traveler time is line conditions. Vortex high line center to all TV reception lines to new 24 clocking system position to its location. All right, down through equation. New clocking system 24 is in, right? Hoo-ah. In sequence line center positions, okay, Bermuda triangle is set up through new clocking center to new shape position, new calculation to position line conditions. 12 DNA strand line center is in position 2 calculations. Now, understanding that we have to release all 12,000 ground line centers of perception, lacing line interference to position programs. All right. So we got a new 12 DNA. It's already set at the position. You come in calculations. Ground line center to rotation interference, clock and system to its calculations. Right. So that's a cyclone. Right. Cyclone is going to center up position locations to its connections. Right. It's going to center up position to a new magnetic channel, magnetic force and highway information cycle, rotation to position line conditions. Now the team's going to center up down in center position. This is our team flying direction time center. This is the team location, GFLs and everything nearby. You guys are there, right? You're going to go in position, connect the dots in position to its new computer line, in rotation to its connections. Keyboards to a new computer line interference. Program setting position locations. Compilation to one line center, graphics communication to its cycle, rotation to all levels of a new track system. Okay, so we're going to change the coloration line channel in position to its calculation, right? That's going to set up a new computer line center. So the computer is set up to its all position of center up to its position locations, right? So it's going to spin off its system. It's going to rotate cycles and set up a new ground line center to new clocking system locations of 24. Because we have to release all channels of 12, right? 12,000 line position, the grounds, all the way up to the DNA to the sun position to Orion's belt. We got to change all levels of colorations of the sun. 3,000 line centers, 3 activation light positions, and 3,000 locations of the sun of coloration. We got to change the moon line center back in rotation interference in position to its calculation. So we take the sun and we take the moon in position of 69 to the atom position location of a new computer line center to new 12 DNA track line center. This will change the gravity location to its. So it's like flipping channels in that rotation center. So we're taking the computer and rotation system to its location, right? It's now swirling in a particle line center to all channel position locations from here to here, right? Hoo-ah. All right. Communication line centers, opposition go, calculations. Operation to its position. All right, so how's everybody doing so far? Is it getting more complicated? Let's see what we're going through. Just back phrasing line center. So opposition is done through calculations. Tomorrow we'll center off a new position locations of a new gateway interface to a new Orion's belt. This will center off positions and change all track lines of 12,000 channels in the ground formations of Mother Earth. All right. All right, so let's see here where we are. Okay, I know you guys are going through a lot now. Oh boy, so much going on. It's crazy when you go to my school. It really is. It's going to be more intense every single day now. All right, my drawing is tense. Yeah, well, that's it. Make sure you drink your water. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let's see where we're going to start off where we are through calculations here, guys. Okay, we'll start off with the boom. Okay, done, done, done. Great. Whoa. Okay, woo. Looks like we had a high protection around itself. Yeah, beautiful. Great. Complete. New levels of time and space. High on life. Yeah, whoop, whoop. Good jobs. Okay, exactly. Let's see. My drawing is intense. It is now like a new galaxy tunnel of entrance. That's exactly what it's coming into. We set a new balance to Earth being proud. Yep. I see beautiful healing process compass. Yeah, well done. Awesome work. Beautiful team. Healing compass. Yeehaw. Yeah, Merkaba earlier when we started. Looks like a true perfection. Beauty, pure energy. Okay, I grow those plants. Okay, sonar heart blast. Resetting to Time team clocking. Excellent. Boom beam connections. Let's see. Confirmation of Zoom. Tomorrow after class. Okay, great. Thank you that, Amber. Wave beat of flow is set up. New pattern, Mandela colors and shapes. Very good. Diamond core lights outwards. Yes, nice. I have to do this very fast, guys, because it has to be done quick. You guys doing a tremendous job. Great. You know what you're doing through your missions, your journeys. Spinning hard. Okay, there's a diamond horizontal. There's an X. You guys thought you were done. I see like a wave form grid of shape. Fifth dimensional focus, rebirth 24. When I was here and seeing everything being set within. Exactly. Switch, yeah. Rebalancing the ladder. Balanced fishes are swimming team. Very good. Exactly what you're doing with opposition of 69. The fish line center comes into its current location to its connection. The new galaxy tunnel interference is going to set up new calculations to its Orion's belt. The center position is going to change all 12,000 lines of Mother Earth into new formation of free energy. All right. Still on your back to the air. Okay, 2 new choices. Sliding. Okay, back. Okay, vortex to check the team. Movement is free. Oh, it's the illusion slides. Whoop, tricky. Harmonics sides. Whoop, tricky. Setting harmonics. Let's see over here. Walls are invisible. Yeah. Pyramid activation, balance activation. Okay. I see the new position, the sun horizontal, the mirror, and the water. Okay, great. Good reflection to that conditions. 8-7 Z is flashing on both sides. Okay. Color slide, center digital frame channel, location zips out. Moon to the sun, magnetic fields. Yeah, exactly. Merging, spin, spin. Lines are mix and match. Lumination planetary, shadow balance. There we go. Spinning. Okay. Whoa. I can see the tunnel building with generation of beings going up and down. Yep, that's exactly what the communication. Well, seeing it all so much happening. Yes, you are. Exactly what's going on through calculations, right? Going up. Yep. So it's amazing what we just did, right? It's amazing how I have to do this very fast because there's a lot that needs to be done, right? But it's incredible how you go in position to its calculations to a new division line, to a new computer, a new space time. All right, all through all levels, the space line connection. All right, so the computer line center is set up, right? So we're going to open a whole new gateway tunnel of interface position to a new Orion's belt. That will be done tomorrow. So, hey, General Tina, how's it going? Yeah, new harmonics, John. Yeah, rhythm patterns, all position locations. Yeah, everything has sound. You have to use all your senses, know what it's used for, know your missions, know your journeys, know exactly what you're doing with your perception. Stay in your sovereignty, stay in your freedom. You'll be fine through calculation. All right, so let's see here. We are, let's see, General. I have to make 2 wall tunnels to make the tower complete. Yep. Yeah, but you got to change all the graph line centers. All frame has to come down, right? So that's how we had to go through the water sequence location of 5 billion year locations of Bermuda Triangle. Changing the shape, changing the position, changing the 12 DNA strands. There's 12,000, okay, positions of perception that has to surface, okay? So it's all about understanding all position locations of Mother Earth, where she has to track her system coming into new oceans, new trees, new forms, new grass, new color, new lights, new patterns, new forcing, new communication, new AI, new position to its calculations. Mother Earth, Mother Channel, Mother Surface, Mother Grounds, Mother Rotation, Mother Activation, right to that connection. So we have to start up at the grounds and work our way up again to the 12 DNA, right? So you set it up, but then you got to set up the tracker system and you got to release all 12,000 perceptions because they're just filter lines. So we have to change all that and come into the clear location. So that's why we use the pearl as penetration to line center to come into free energy to water. Information to connection to spring water in highline center, coming into new ocean online position locations to its connection. So 1200 reset to new position, location, balance fishes. Nice work, the team. Incredible. Yes, don't worry, Amber. I have to invite this. Okay, I got for her. Yeah. Okay. Plasma web complete to new sonar. Incredible team. Yeah. I see the chaining coming down in southwest and southeast. Yeah. You guys will see more and more, right? New TV sets up to all 12 and rebooting team. Yeah, that's what it is. It's rebooting everything, taking everything out of 12. You see, the thing is, guys, your chakra system is no longer in 12, it's in 24. So we have to work at the grounds and work our way up to oppositional locations of the crown chakra. The sun graph line center is no longer in the 12 position, it's in the 24 sequence into the mind line center of humanity locations. So we have to change all 12 TV line centers of receptions into 24 computer set positions of TV reception, right? And we got to go through the grounds and work our way up. The only way to do that is to get in a new tunnel of a new gateway to its Orion's belt of its interface. So, other than that, you guys did a fantastic job. For all the new viewers that don't understand what's going on, that's totally fine. Just try to get more of you through connections on you through all levels, trying to remember who you are. And that's what it's based on. My school is all about memory, but it goes beyond recognition of the phenomenon of time. Communication at all levels, connections to space. So, all right, let's see. I know you guys have a lot to talk about. We're sending downloads. Okay, the new frequencies listening. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's exactly what it is, guys. Yeah, and tomorrow we're going to surface more. So what's that's going to do is it's going to pop all signals. It's going to go all the way up and put it into 24. But we have to change the galaxy interface, right, to a new Orion's belt, to a new fluctuation, to a new flux capacitor. And everything through the ground line center will change position of its clocking system to a new computer line center. Traverse of time is a new metal force line position, which is a magnetic highway information channel. So we're changing the channels of humanity species line to its TV reception location. But we got to take out of the 12 chakra locations and put it into the 24 sequence of its clocking system to its ground system. All right. So it's pretty powerful what we're doing. You guys are like, wow, it's exciting. So that's what we just finished doing today, taking this into this. And tomorrow we go through all levels of the galaxy position because the ground is set up. Mother Earth is set up as their locations, but she's releasing 12,000 lines of perception of the 12 clocking system. So once that goes in position location, because now it's in this 24, but we have to set up a new gate interface. In position, it will pop all signals of 12 locations and a new magnetic highway of information system to its mind system of humanity's species line connection. Hooah. All right. So you guys have work to do, eh? Seeing and hearing mermaids, whales, dolphins swimming towards us to watch. They're saying thank you. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Well, they were waiting for you. They always had the pearl. But they're saying conditions, you had to go to 15 billion years to get it, right? So they've been waiting a long time for you guys. Go, 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 team. Hey, calculation through connections. I got to show you what I got from Sacred Flame. She gets it way before everybody else because she's in a position location in that division, right? She came to me at work and she says, my heart is beating at sacred love, dimension, location, linked to opposition location to its connection of its computer. That's coming from my Sacred Flame, saying that she knows what's happened already. And this modifies all levels of you through space-time position to its connections, guys. You guys are doing a fantastic job, right? So tomorrow, you come into new gateway interface, to new position, to new clocking system. All levels of 24 of a new chakra system. Hooah. All right. So yeah, I know you have a lot to do, Airbender, especially with your logging in. And that's the position where you come into calculation, know exactly what you're doing through structures and know exactly what to put down on paper. That's the most important thing, putting right things down in the right frequency, the right code signal to its line connection position locations, right? So no school today, right? Activation to its live position goes to its TikTok, right? Adios, everybody.